Good evening to everyone. We are still expecting a lot of people to make their arrival here. I'm blessed to see you. I'm blessed to have you. I want us to stand on our feet and let's lift up our hands and begin to say thank you to God as a people and as a family. Just begin to thank Him. It can only be God. I want you to talk to Him. Lift up your hands and begin to talk to Him. Search will carry us into a ministration while we begin to talk and just worship Him for about 7 minutes and make some statements, and the Lord take us too far.
You alone are worthy. Lord, you are worthy of my praise. You alone, say you alone are worthy. Lord, you are worthy of my praise. See, you alone are worthy. Lord, you are worthy of my praise. Lord, you reign. Lord, you reign on high. Lord, you are worthy of my praise. Lord, you reign. Lord, you reign on high. Lord, you are worthy of my praise. Precious Jesus, lover of my soul. See, precious Jesus, precious Jesus. You are worthy, precious, are worthy of my praise. Precious Jesus, lover of my soul. See, precious Jesus, precious Jesus. You are worthy, precious Jesus, precious Jesus, lover of my soul. Precious Jesus, precious Jesus. Raise your voice, sing Abba Father, Abba Father. You are worthy, sing Abba Father, Abba Father. Raise your voice, lift your voice, sing Abba Father, Abba Father. You're the King of Kings, there is no one like you, Abba Father. If you love the King of Kings, raise your voice, sing Abba Father, Abba Father. Precious Jesus, precious Jesus. See, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, we welcome you, Lord. You welcome in the midst, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, lover of my soul. Sing, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit. 'Cause in your presence there is anointing, and the Spirit of the living God moves around me. In your presence, if you know the song, can you lift up your voice? Anointing praise the Lord. 'Cause in your presence there is healing, and the Spirit of the living God moves around me. In your presence, anointing praise the Lord. 'Cause in your presence there is breakthrough, and the Spirit of the living God moves my praise. You are worthy of my praise. Praise. Yes. You are worthy of. You are worthy of my praise. Let your worship rise from the inside out. You are worthy. You are worthy of. Sing. Yes. Yes. You are worthy of my praise. Let your worship rise from the It's like some people know the song need to be more sing. Casting crown, lifting hands, bowing hard, It's all we've come to do. Can you sing it from the inside out? Casting crown, lifting hands. expectation when coming for this encounter. But I'm just going to play something on the keyboard which I don't know. And as the Holy Spirit leads you, just worship Him.
Simple song. Wrap me in your arms. Wrap me in your arms. Wrap me in your arms. So wrap me in your arms. Wrap me in your arms. Jesus. Wrap me in your arms. Shall we? Take me to that place, to that secret place, where I can be with you, and you can make me like you. Take me to the place, to the secret place, where I can be with you. And you can make me like you. You can make me like you. Take me to that place, to that secret place, where I can be with you, where I can be with you. And you can make me like you. You Lord, you can make me like you.
You can make me like you.
Wrap me in your arms.
Wrap me in your arms.
Jesus, wrap me in your arms.
Wrap me in your arms.
In the name of Jesus. Thank you, glorious God. What a privilege to gather the people you gave me. What a privilege you met with me and gave me this convocation. That is a new dawn. It is another season, another era. Hear them before you and many on the highway finding their way here, oh God. The things you show me in these few hours till 7 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. Answer it. When you send a man, there are signs, there are evidence. Word has never been heard, never spoken, never saw, never touched, never felt. You said to me, angels will be walking on people's head tonight. You said to me, the corridors of this place will be like your sanctuary, and that we will be covered under the shadow of your glory. Take all the glory, because I know it's done. In Jesus' name. Please, can you be seated? Please, I want you to stop every movement. And anybody who is out should be inside. Make sure everybody who is out should be inside. I know every one of you are on the screen right now. With all the hunger, the quest, the test, waiting for this meeting, calling. Amen. I can see Pastor Charles from behind. Can you stand up? As well as my son, Pastor. Please put your hands together for him. Charles, keep standing. Amen. Charles has a church here in Lime. He started a fresh walk, and God is doing awesome for him. Hallelujah. I pray, God, that you find many of them on their way as they're coming. I'm glad to see you all. God bless you. We will talk. God bless you. Amen. I'm seeing I was kneeling down the worship, and I stood up. I looked. I saw the big general from Swam. Come on, put your hands. That's the big pastor from Swam. Come on, put your hands. Amen. I remember when I made a trip to Swa, and we had a time, we talked, and he said to me, I want to come see you. I'm grateful to see you home. God bless you. You will carry something before you leave back here to Swa. Hallelujah. All those from your own, please come. This is one meeting that when you live here, it has to move your life to a number of years. The program is why the father and sons gathered. That's Write it down. Why did I convoke you? Why are you convocated here as a son? Why are we here? I didn't come to preach. I just came to make few statements that are primary and principal. For those of you online that you're following us as sons and daughters, we are grateful. By the grace of God, I want to be very categorical to you and I tonight and today. I want to clearly state this. This is Etta and his sons gathering. Get that line drawn. Square. Power of a united family, or the power of a united heart. By the grace of God, God gave me the ability to start watching over people and being a blessing and contribute into the lives of people in 2004. From 2004, my life became a plus to some people's life. And 2006, I had a circle of about 2006, I had a circle of about 9 children that I could call loyal, deadly children around my circles. And we have journeyed from that moment till this is 2019. Last year, for the first time ever, I called a meeting. How many of us were here? The first meeting I called it, that was father and son. It was a play. We did the few things God wanted us to do. I expounded fully more on which some of you will have the recap as we'll be going through the night. What was expounded. As a father with many children, many people across this country and out of this country, in different high places and low places, I have seen the good, I have seen the bad, I have seen the ugly. Last year was one of the most crucial moments in my walk with God and my ministerial life. And these people, God called me to hold their hands and trust. And I began asking God and talking with God a lot of questions that needed answers. I have experienced a divided house. I have experienced sons that attack themselves. I have experienced I was talking with you a few minutes ago. I've experienced all kinds of things in the name of some things. But the problem is not the experience. The problem is, God, what is the way out? This is my house. I discovered, number one, I've experienced misguiding other sons and giving them the wrong principles that looks like the father's voice, and which is not the father's voice. And the younger voices are in snares. Therefore, and I asked God, God said to me, in every year, gather your sons 5 times. In every year, gather them 5 times. After every 2 months, gather them. So, where we are is a foundation of a journey going on a very fast pace. I'm not quoting the scriptures. I didn't come to preach. I'm not started. You have to master what you're here. Gather your sons after every 2 months. 1. Why should you gather them? To put the house in order. Once you gather your sons, it's time to do what? Put the house in order. That's objective number 1. You gather your sons, put your house in order. Put your house in order. Number 2. I'm not putting them in the priority order. The first priority order was supposed to be the gospel. Ensure you transmit the right gospel and message to them. And ensure that they transmit that same gospel. You came to know me because of the gospel. I came to know you because of the gospel. The gospel is the foundation of our meeting. I don't know if I'm talking to someone. It is the gospel. Paul said, I have begotten you through the gospel. It is the gospel that is the bridge. That is the ladder. You heard me say, I was talking about Ruth. I said, I went to preach. I went to do this. And she saw me. It is the gospel that is the bridge of our meeting. And if that is the bridge, therefore, if someone goes out there is saying he's preaching something else and then telling the world, I am the son of the Tapita. What would that objective do? Is to stop misrepresentation. Somebody say misrepresentation. Misrepresentation. It is my responsibility on this Father's gathering that you'll be having from today onwards to present to you and bring to you the accuracy of what the gospel is. The Apostle Paul said, if another man preach to you and not that gospel, let him be cursed. I have discovered by what God showed me, the spiritual atmosphere of the continents and the globe is heavily polluted with wrong gospels and wrong things. And a lot of children are chasing after shadows, which is not the realities of the gospel. And the Lord said, if I give you a people, it's not to have a name that you father them here on the earth. I gave you them so that you can make them see heaven, make them see me, and make them ascend to heavens. And anything that will take them out of that, you have a responsibility to stop it. Therefore, you have come. We will be expounding and looking on actually what is the gospel. That's the foundation, which is called the womb that gave birth to you. That's the womb that gave birth to you. I gave birth to you by the gospel. And it is this gospel that someday that you look here like a son, a few years from today you'll be a father somewhere. You'll be fathering some other sons and daughters. And if the foundation has a problem, what then shall the righteous do. So we have to know what is the gospel. If a child of a chapter is presenting the gospel in Edina, another child is in Douala, the message should have a consistency. Am I talking to somebody? Another child is in Yaoundé. There should be a harmony in the presentation of the gospel. Am I talking to someone here? Are you hearing what I'm saying? In that aspect, number one, what will we treat under there? We will cancel wrong theological beliefs. We will visit the belief systems that are not right, that are out of context. You can come as a son, but what you have on your head is wrong. And therefore you'll be practicing something I don't believe in. And the God that appeared to me does not believe in and has not shown me. For example, I don't sell water. I don't sell anointing oil or any other oil. I don't have any symbols passed to somewhere that is sold somewhere. Therefore, I don't believe any of my child should sell oil. My spiritual father, since I know him, has never sold any spiritual substance. I respect whoever you might expect. I respect the names and the titles of any man of God anywhere. But I don't respect them above the writings of the scriptures. The writings of the scriptures are the foundation of our practices. And anything a man practices under the name of the gospel must be word-based. Somebody say word-based. I didn't hear you say word-based.
Word-based.
If you can prove it to me in the scriptures, I take my hands off. I say you're right. I've seen my children listen to strange things. They have ate sacred food and strange foods, and their belief systems are now perverted. They have much problems than they can carry for their young lives, because they have not learned how to follow the ancient landmarks. Follow the man who did not sell things. I believe in the raw aspect of the gospel of the word. And I have tasted to see it works. And it's real, plain. Before God and before man, I can put my hand in the air. I have never visited any shrine. I have never visited any man of God anywhere, any occultic, whatever you can call. Satanic, diabolic, I don't know them. We don't even have a relationship. My hands are pure to carry this gospel to wherever I want to carry it. The first time Jesus appeared to me in the university, he did not give me any symbol. Light shone where I was. And I haven't said it. He asked me, can I trust you? I've said that many times to you people. Can I trust you? I want to give you a kind of power. I said many people have failed me. I want to give you an authority and an anointing that has never been heard nor seen. And I want to give you money and wisdom. 3 apparent things. The other things are meant for me alone. Put that on over you. In the multitude of many encounters, the realities of this gospel. It pains my heart when I see a child yesterday is presenting another thing else. He's talking something that is not consistent from the womb where you were coming from. There is a problem somewhere. And in this kind of meeting, I'm introducing of sons that are pastors. I have many sons. Some are all over, many championing great works in different nations and different places. So, in this kind of platform, it's a platform, it's a house where such things will be corrected. Probably you're going out of context, or maybe you got a revelation that you need to be taught or probably reorientated on how to drive that revelation. This kind of platforms is the basis. Or probably you're seeing strange things as it's happening everywhere in Cameroon, on the TV, everywhere in abroad. You don't understand on this kind of platform. It's a platform to pose those kind of questions. Am I talking to someone? Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Please, don't forget I have said this is not a Bonnet gadget. It's about, you saw what I wrote there? Feathers, repeating the form. Feathers for higher grounds. It will pain me that you are around me for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and you are at the same level where you are. It's useless. When Jesus appeared to me, he said, the people that were with me were for 3.5 years. They became eminent voices. They shook nations. They changed the world. And I asked him, what happened with this one for 10 years? And I began showing people, why are they here? Why are they still where they are? And what is happening with them? And then he began picking things and showing me one after the other. Something that has to be looked. So it is the gospel that brought us. I will emphasize it. It is what? The gospel that gave birth to you. There is no need for you to answer to me, sir. You go to hell. It's a taboo. I'm not looking for you to come worship me. My job is to build you and point you to him. And point you to heaven. And I want to promise you highly, I will attack anything that I want to take you to hell. Even when you cry, even if you hate me, if you care, you leave. That's the problem. I'm okay on that. You don't know the encounters I've had. You don't know the warnings I've had. You don't know the tortures I've had. You don't know the reprimands I've had from God. I emphasize the gospel. If you listen to me teaching Boya, lady, you've heard me teaching Boya, right? I'm speaking in some things. It is the gospel. The gospel. What is the next objective for what I'm talking about? In this gathering is to build your tenacity in the word. Your tenacity in the word. Whether you like it or you don't like it, a man knows what he has. Every father knows what he has. Without any discrepancies, without any controversy, without any iota of prayer. I am a minister that carries the ministry of the word. I don't want to have a son that is a noisemaker. The opportunity given to you and I in any environment, any occasion, any gathering is to be a plus to the audience. When you open your mouth to talk, let people hear God speaking to them. Let them say the voice of God came to them. I was fasting sometime. I'm asking God. So someone asked me, Papa, what kind of fasting were you fasting? I was fasting for Acts chapter 7. Bible says Stephen spoke until the people closed their ears. That's the level of a man's word, even in crisis. It says they began to close. What kind of word power did he have? That word was so filled with authority, with power. until they couldn't stand that word anymore. And I saw something very deep, which is not preaching. And I asked God, I want that kind of a ministry of the word. And he said, are you sure? I said, yes. He says, begin to seek me. Start seeking me. I will open the seals for that area to you. I don't desire to have sons that are noisemakers. Our platforms are changing. I should pick you one and send you to any country to preach, anywhere to preach, and I can sleep in peace. Many of our children have been appointed as leaders in different spiritual denominations or whatever. You should be a blessing where you are. You should touch life. We envisage the most global impact making up, and where all our children are taking the lead as stars for men. I want to see my thoughts in higher grounds. I want to be a feather for you to get to the heights you never went there before. I want to give you a base that you can climb and see what you could not see some days ago. Word base. Number 3, impartations. Impartations. This gathering is a ground for impartation. Impartations means spiritual enablement, spiritual empowerment. A ground to receive spiritual empowerment. A ground to receive spiritual empowerment. That means after 2 months, when my children have gone out and released and whatever, and you come back to be forward. You come back to carry grace from the house. You come back to take some new secrets, anointings and things you've never seen or operated before. And when you're coming back with testimonies of you've gone back to try the things that they told you to go try. And you're coming back with a result as an individual. Impartations you've never had, you'll receive it here. Because God and heaven is under convocation on this meeting as I'm speaking to you. He said to me, angels will be laying their hands on people's heads. Listen, you see it. I explain my time. People will be collapsing on normal sessions. Different things will be happening. And the Lord said to me, any of your child that is sick with any deadly disease, bring the person on this ground. Whether they are married, they have gone anywhere, the doctor said,